Well, today, Monday, was the last day of training camp on the North Shore. Warriors only had one practice today, and now they'll break camp and go down to Honolulu, where they will face the Los Angeles Lakers on Tuesday and Thursday nights. Now, in this last day of practice, it was very spirited again, and I think everybody was pretty rested because yesterday, Sunday, was a day off. And what did they do on a day off? Well, of course, the weather cooperated for the first time all week. It really didn't rain. There was a lot of sunshine because it's been pretty cloudy and rainy up here on the North Shore the entire week. Well, the coaches had a golf game early in the morning. They all played golf, beautiful course out here at the Turtle Bay Resort. And the players went on their own field trip. Don Nelson had arranged for them, kind of as a surprise, to have a paintball tournament, if you will. And some of the players were, kind of irritated that they didn't have a free day to do things they wanted. But let me tell you, I guess it turned into one heck of a great time. They had the veterans, versus the rookies and the younger players. And I guess they really got into the combat spirit and had a whole lot of fun doing that. Steven Jackson and Baron Davis teamed up, of course, and they just really enjoyed themselves. Baron Davis was very enthusiastic and emphatic talking about it last night when we ran into him at the restaurant. But now back to basketball, because that's what it's all about here. I think it'll be interesting to see when the Warriors open up the starting lineup tomorrow night. Of course, they're going to have Al Harrington. They'll have Steven Jackson. They'll have Andres Biedrins and Baron Davis. But who is going to be the shooting guard? Because all week long, it looked like it was Kalina Azubuike, second-year player who really came into form towards the end of last year when brought up from the Development League. But, Marco Bellinelli, their first-round draft pick, has played extremely well. Now, he was working with the first unit today. So it remains to be seen whom Don will pick for the starting two-guard spot. And I think that's going to be very interesting to play out. And, of course, one of them will play into that position during the exhibition season. That's what will happen. And, of course, some players won't be around at the end of the exhibition season. So, they've got a few roster changes to make and a few roster decisions, of course. Once again, Al Harrington is looking very, very good in practice. He's looking as sharp as anyone. Andres Biedrins looks very, very good. Baron Davis is so high on this team, and talking with him off camera and on camera, he thinks it's a terrific scoring team. They probably have 8 players that can shoot the 3-ball for him. So it's going to be very interesting this year. When they're going, they're going to blow out some teams. And, of course, if they're not shooting, they've got other players to bring in off the bench. Today, once again, Don Nelson starts out and talks about their defense, but he's incorporating all of their offensive sets, all of their plays, to make sure that everyone knows it from every position. And, of course, he likes the early offense, so everything is keyed. They don't come down and just set up and call up a play. It's keyed on who was down first in the early offense. Is it the 5-man? Well, then you're going to run this 4 series. If it's the 4-man, they're going to run this other series. And they have to recognize the game situations. So they played a lot of 5-on-5 today, once again, with 15 players. 5-on-5 at one end. When the team changes possession, they go the other way. Everybody looks in great shape. I will mention that Monte Ellis did not practice for the second day after being hurt a few days ago with that neck sprain. But something tells me I think he'll be in uniform tomorrow night when the Lakers play the Warriors in that exhibition game. That's just my opinion. I think he's a tough kid. I know he's played hurt before, and I know he wants to play. So let's hope that he can get back in uniform. Today, by the way, Matt Barnes practiced for the first time in 2 days, having that sore thumb and that sore foot. So I think we've kind of exhausted everything up here on the North Shore. Breaking camp, getting out of this gym, going down to Honolulu. Of course, there'll be a little more action down there, of course, and better weather, I understand. But we'll wait and see what happens and how everything develops when they meet the LA Lakers on Tuesday night. That's tomorrow.